This is the story of how American Airlines quietly eliminated one of the last remaining cheapest benefits for its customers, and why industry experts are calling it one of the most short-sighted decisions in airline loyalty history. December 17, 2025 marked the day American Airlines stopped awarding any miles or status qualifying points to passengers who purchased basic economy tickets. No press release went out, no email reached their 100 million loyalty members, and the only indication of the change was a quiet update to their website that aviation watchers happened to notice. Flying American on their cheapest fares now earns you absolutely nothing toward free flights or elite status. 0 miles, 0 loyalty points, and your ticket becomes a dead end in their loyalty program. Today we're going to break down exactly what changed, why American did this, how it compares to other airlines, and why some of the most respected voices in the travel industry think this move is, quote, penny wise and pound foolish. Let's get into it. The basics of this change are straightforward, but the implications run deep. AAdvantage members who purchase a basic economy ticket on or after December 17, 2025, now earn 0 miles and 0 loyalty points from that flight. Before this policy took effect, basic economy passengers earned 2 miles and 2 loyalty points for every dollar they spent on their ticket, which meant a $200 basic economy fare would net you 400 miles toward a future free flight, and 400 loyalty points counting toward elite status. That's all gone now, and understanding why it matters requires knowing how American's loyalty program actually functions. Two separate currencies exist within AAdvantage. Miles are what you redeem for free flights, upgrades, and other rewards, while loyalty points determine your path to elite status through the Gold, Platinum, Platinum Pro, and Executive Platinum tiers. Elite status unlocks free checked bags, priority boarding, complimentary upgrades, and better customer service when things go wrong. Under the old system, even passengers flying the cheapest possible fare were still building towards something, maybe slowly, but progress was being made. That progress is now stopped completely for anyone booking basic economy. Basic economy passengers still receive one carry-on bag, one personal item, free snacks, soft drinks, and access to in-flight entertainment. Elite members who already hold status from previous travel keep their benefits like upgrade eligibility and priority boarding when flying basic economy. But here's the thing, they earn nothing toward maintaining that status. An elite member who flies a lot of basic economy could watch their status slowly expire without accumulating anything to renew it. One small piece of good news exists for travelers who acted early. Tickets purchased on or before December 16, 2025 at 11:59 p.m. Central Time still earn under the old rules with 2 miles and 2 loyalty points per dollar. Only tickets purchased after that cutoff earn nothing. And this is where the story gets interesting, and frankly a little frustrating if you're an American Airlines customer. American never announced this change through official channels. No press release went out, no email blast reached their members, and no update appeared on their app. The change simply showed up on their website on December 17th without any fanfare. Aviation watchers and travel bloggers spotted it first. A well-known industry source who goes by Johnny C flagged the update, and the team at Thrifty Traveler confirmed what they were seeing. Only after people started asking questions on social media did American acknowledge what had happened. December 18th brought American's response to users on X, formerly Twitter, who were demanding answers. Their official statement read, "We routinely evaluate our fare products to remain competitive in the marketplace. Customers who purchase a basic economy ticket on December 17, 2025 and beyond will not earn AAdvantage miles or loyalty points towards AAdvantage status." That was the entire explanation, just boilerplate language about remaining competitive in the marketplace. No named executive attached themselves to this decision. CNBC reached out for comment and received a response from an unnamed American Airlines spokeswoman who confirmed that elite members would retain domestic upgrade eligibility on basic economy. But that was about as much detail as anyone could extract. Gary Leff, who runs the influential travel blog View from the Wing and has been named one of the world's top travel experts by Condé Nast Traveler, called the silent implementation simply idiotic. His point was direct. Even if you're going to make an unpopular change, at least communicate it clearly. Letting customers find out through social media and travel blogs makes it look like you're trying to sneak something past them. And in the age of the internet, that approach never works. This change didn't happen overnight, and American has been slowly chipping away at basic economy benefits for years. American Airlines actually invented the modern airline loyalty program when AAdvantage launched in 1981, as the world's first frequent flyer program. For decades, it set the standard that other airlines followed. 2016 marked the year American introduced basic economy fares in the first place. These stripped-down tickets were designed to compete with ultra-low-cost carriers like Spirit and Frontier, offering a no-frills option for the most price-sensitive travelers. When basic economy first launched in 2017, passengers didn't earn any miles at all. Backlash followed quickly, and by 2018, American reversed course and started allowing mileage earning on basic economy tickets again. January 2021 brought another cut when American eliminated the ability to earn status qualifying credits on basic economy. Redeemable miles for free flights continued, but those flights no longer counted toward elite status. A major overhaul arrived in March 2022 when American switched to a loyalty points system for determining elite status, changing how everyone qualifies for their tier. March 2023 delivered another blow as American cut basic economy earning from 5 miles per dollar down to just 2 miles per dollar, a 60% reduction in one move. And now December 2025 has brought us to the end of the line with 0 miles and 0 loyalty points. Basic economy passengers are completely cut off from the loyalty program. Looking at this progression reveals the strategy clearly. Each step was small enough that it didn't cause a massive uproar on its own, but add them all up over 8 years, and you've gone from a fare class that earned full miles to one that earns absolutely nothing. American isn't alone in restricting loyalty earning on budget fares, but they've now joined the most restrictive group among major U.S. carriers. American Airlines awards 0 miles and 0 status credit on basic economy under this new policy. Delta Airlines operates the same way with 0 miles and 0 status credit on their equivalent fare class. Delta actually made this move back in January 2022, which means American is following Delta's lead here just 3 years later. United Airlines takes a different approach entirely. United still allows passengers to earn miles on basic economy at 5 miles per dollar, the same rate as their regular economy fares. And partial status credit comes along with it. The trade-off is that United's basic economy doesn't allow a carry-on bag for free on most routes, just a personal item. United took away your luggage instead of your miles. JetBlue still awards points on their cheapest fares between 1 and 2 points per dollar depending on the fare, and those flights still count toward status. Southwest doesn't really operate a basic economy tier in the same way, and all their fares earn points and status credit. American and Delta now stand as the strictest among major airlines when it comes to loyalty earning on budget fares. United chose a different path by restricting the physical experience of basic economy while keeping the loyalty benefits intact, and that's a meaningful philosophical difference in how these carriers view their budget customers. Zach Griff, at The Points Guy, raised an interesting point about American's justification for this change. American claimed it made this move to remain competitive in the marketplace, but Griff pointed out that no other major competitor had recently changed their basic economy policies. Delta made their move back in 2022, and United hasn't followed suit, so what exactly is American competing with? The money behind this decision deserves close examination, because on the surface, this move seems to make financial sense for American, since they're saving money by not awarding miles. But when you dig into the economics of airline loyalty programs, this decision starts to look a lot more questionable. Airline loyalty programs are often worth more than the airlines themselves, and that's not an exaggeration. $26 billion was the value placed on Delta's SkyMiles program in 2020, which exceeded Delta's entire market capitalization at the time. The frequent flyer program was worth more than the airline itself. American's AAdvantage program secured $10 billion in financing during the pandemic, the largest airline-backed financing deal in history. The collateral wasn't planes or gates or routes, it was the loyalty program. And the real money comes from credit card partnerships. Delta's partnership with American Express generates $7.4 billion annually, with a target of $10 billion by 2029. American's partnership with Citibank brings in an estimated $5.2 billion per year, with profit margins around. That number bears repeating. American makes about $5 billion a year from their Citi credit card partnership, and roughly half of that is pure profit. Compare that to their actual airline operations. Third quarter 2025 brought a $114 million loss on $113.7 billion in revenue for American. Flying planes loses money, and all the profit, more than all the profit, comes from the credit card business. And that's what makes the basic economy decision look questionable. Gary Leff laid out the math pretty clearly. On a $99 basic economy ticket, he estimated American was awarding roughly $150 worth of miles under the old system. That's the cost they're saving by eliminating miles on basic economy, just $1.50 per ticket. But those basic economy passengers are potential future credit card customers. They sign up for AAdvantage, start earning miles, see an offer for the Citi AAdvantage card, apply for it, and suddenly they're generating credit card revenue for American. Every person who earns miles is a potential conversion into the credit card ecosystem, where American makes its real money. Cutting off miles for basic economy passengers sends a clear message. American doesn't want these travelers in their loyalty program. They'll take your money for the flight, but they're not interested in building a long-term relationship with you. Leff called this a classic penny-wise move with a bigger hidden cost and pointed out something remarkable. American's co-branded credit card used to be #1 in charge volume among airline cards 7 years ago, but today it's fallen to #3. His words were direct. American Airlines seems not to be able to get out of its own way and doesn't realize what business it's in. They are choosing marginal ticket revenue over their Citi partnership. The airline is saving $1.50 on a basic economy ticket, while potentially losing out on thousands of dollars in lifetime credit card revenue from customers they've pushed away from their loyalty program. Gary Leff wasn't the only industry voice critical of this move, and the response from travel experts has been largely negative. Sean Kudahai at The Points Guy described it as a blow to AAdvantage members who had been willing to stomach the restrictions of basic economy in exchange for saving money. Think about what that means for a moment. These customers were already accepting a worse experience with no seat selection, boarding last, and all the other basic economy restrictions, because they wanted to save money while still participating in the loyalty program. They were loyal despite being treated as second-class passengers, and now American has told them their loyalty isn't worth anything. Scott Keyes, the founder of the flight deal site Going.com, offered some insight into American's thinking when he spoke to CBS News. His assessment was that American has been trying to find this sweet spot with basic economy fares where it wants them to be available, but doesn't want people who might otherwise book more expensive fares to be booking them. This captures the classic airline dilemma with basic economy. Airlines want to compete with Spirit and Frontier for the most price-sensitive customers, but they don't want their regular customers, the ones who would normally buy main cabin or premium fares, to trade down to basic economy just to save money. Stripping all loyalty benefits from basic economy creates a penalty for buying the cheap fare. AAdvantage members who care about earning miles now have a strong incentive to pay more for main cabin, where they'll earn 5 miles per dollar instead of 0. From Americans' perspective, that's exactly the outcome they want, since they're trying to push customers up to more expensive fares. The question is whether this strategy backfires in the long run. Some of those customers won't pay more. They'll just switch to United where they can still earn miles on basic economy, or they'll fly Southwest. Or they'll decide airline loyalty isn't worth their attention anymore and just book whatever's cheapest, regardless of carrier. This change doesn't affect everyone equally, and certain groups of travelers are going to feel this much more than others. Business travelers on corporate policies represent the first and possibly largest affected group. Many companies have travel policies that require employees to book the cheapest available fare, and if that's basic economy on American, the employee has no choice but to book it. Under the old system, at least they were earning miles toward personal travel, but now they get nothing for all that time spent in airports and airplanes. One business traveler quoted by Fox News put it this way: "I fly for work a lot, but my company won't pay for anything more than basic economy. Having the status and points is what makes traveling for work worth it." Flying has become a pure burden for these travelers, with no personal upside whatsoever. Families flying internationally on tight budgets make up the second affected group. Basic economy fares to Europe, Mexico, the Caribbean, and other international destinations can save hundreds of dollars compared to main cabin. A family of 4 could potentially save over $1,000 on a single trip by booking basic economy, and those families were still earning miles toward future travel under the old rules. Infrequent flyers trying to build toward their first award ticket represent the third group. Travelers who only fly a few times a year and carefully accumulate miles toward a free flight saw basic economy as an affordable way to make progress. Those occasional travelers now have no path to earning awards unless they pay more for main cabin. Elite members who strategically used basic economy round out the fourth affected group. An executive platinum member who knows their travel dates are absolutely fixed and won't need to change their flight. could justify basic economy under the old system. They'd still get their elite benefits and upgrade eligibility, while saving money and earning at a reduced rate. Now they earn nothing, which makes it harder to maintain their status for the following year. AAdvantage members who frequently book basic economy still have a few options available to them. Credit cards continue to work, at least partially. Citi AAdvantage credit cards still earn between 2 and 4 miles per dollar on the purchase of any American Airlines ticket, including basic economy. Those are purchase miles rather than flight miles, but they still count towards something. The distinction matters here. Buying a basic economy ticket with your Citi card means the credit card rewards you for the purchase, but the flight itself generates 0 miles. You're getting something, but you're getting less than half of what you used to earn overall. Doing the math on main cabin becomes important now. The typical price difference between basic economy and main cabin runs around $40 to $60 per flight, and main cabin earns 5 miles per dollar. Depending on how you value miles and how much you fly, paying up might make sense for your situation. United deserves consideration if you're not specifically loyal to American. United still awards 5 miles per dollar on basic economy, and the trade-off is no carry-on bag, just a personal item. If miles are important to you and you don't need to bring a roller bag, United's basic economy is now objectively better for loyalty purposes. Cancellation remains an option for a fee. Domestic basic economy tickets can be canceled for a $99 fee with travel credit provided in return. If you book basic economy before realizing the miles change and want out, that path exists, though it's an expensive one. Whether airline loyalty makes sense for you at all becomes a valid question. If you primarily fly basic economy and you're not building toward elite status, the points game might not be worth your attention anymore. Booking whatever's cheapest across all airlines and forgetting about loyalty programs entirely is actually the most rational approach for some travelers. Zooming out reveals what this change tells us about the airline industry. Heading into the ultra-low-cost carriers that basic economy was designed to compete against, Spirit and Frontier specifically, are facing serious financial difficulties. Spirit in particular has been struggling, which means the competitive pressure that created basic economy in the first place may be lessening. American is investing in other areas to attract customers at the same time. Free Wi-Fi for AAdvantage members launched recently as a new perk designed to get people to sign up for the loyalty program. American might be betting that free Wi-Fi serves as a better hook than miles on basic economy tickets. A broader industry trend toward sharpening distinctions between fare classes is also underway. Airlines want premium customers to feel special and budget customers to feel the difference, and making basic economy earn nothing reinforces the message that the full experience requires paying for it. Whether this works long-term remains the open question. Travel experts have been saying for years that airlines risk devaluing loyalty to the point where customers stop caring. If your loyalty program doesn't reward you for flying, why stay loyal at all? January 2026 has brought no regulatory response to this change, no organized legal challenges, and American has announced no plans to reverse or modify the policy. This appears to be the new normal for the foreseeable future. American Airlines has completed an 8-year journey from awarding full miles on basic economy to awarding nothing at all. They did it quietly without any announcement, and justified it with boilerplate language about remaining competitive. The immediate effect is straightforward. Flying basic economy on American means your flights no longer contribute anything to your AAdvantage account. You're a customer, but you're not a member in any meaningful sense. Predicting the long-term effects proves harder. Critics like Gary Leff argue this is short-sighted, and that American is sacrificing future credit card customers to save a few dollars per ticket. Defenders claim it's smart business and that basic economy passengers weren't valuable loyalty members anyway. What's become clear is that the gap between premium travelers and budget travelers is widening. Airlines increasingly want to treat these as completely separate customer bases with completely separate experiences. Paying more gets you more, including the privilege of earning toward future rewards. Paying less gets you a seat on the plane and nothing else. Whether that's smart business strategy or a mistake that alienates millions of occasional travelers remains to be seen. But for now, AAdvantage members who value earning miles can no longer justify basic economy as a reasonable option. 100 million members and 0 miles on the cheapest fares. That's where American Airlines stands today. Thanks for watching. If you found this breakdown helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more coverage of the business of aviation. Drop a comment below if you're an AAdvantage member affected by this change, and let us know what you're going to do. Will you switch to United? Pay up for main cabin or abandon airline loyalty altogether. I'll see you in the next one.